Hey YouTube, it's Erin and I am the Handbag Housewife and I'm back again with another video. In today's video, I thought I would show you all of my gray and cream bags. There are a dozen of them. Actually, there's a baker's dozen. I have 13 gray or cream colored bags. And one of them I am considering selling, and I may be absolutely nuts to consider selling this particular one. You guys will have to let me know what you think. It's sort of a gut-wrenching thing for me, but I think you'll understand why that thought is running through my mind when you see the bags that I have that are in the cream color palette. I want to start with gray because one of you recently asked me how the color of my new mini Alexa compared to my Gucci Marmont in the blue-gray color. And I replied by saying, I think I should do a gray color collection, and so that's what I'm doing today. But I thought while I was at it, I would throw in cream so we could have a few more pretties to look at. So let's start with the question first. How does the blue-gray Gucci Marmont camera style or small shoulder style bag compare to the mini Alexa in the pale gray color? So here is exhibit number 1, which is that blue-gray Gucci Marmont. This is from the area line, which I believe is because of the pattern of the quilting. It is a beautiful bag. I love that it has this antique silver hardware. And I also love the strap. It is very comfortable. I wish it was removable because it would make it so much easier for storage, but because it's not, it is very seamless when I'm wearing it. The newest bag to my collection is this gorgeous mulberry mini Alexa. I have been really on a mulberry kick lately. The quality is so good, and I've discovered you can get amazing deals on what I consider to be kind of an entry-level luxury bag. Every single one of the mulberry bags that I have added have been less than around $850. And so I think that is a great price point for such a nice bag. Here is the color comparison. You can see that the mulberry bag looks almost taupey in comparison, but it is totally a gray tone and it's just different, which is nice because when I was first asked about it, I thought this is the same color as this, but it's not. I love this thing flapping around. When I wear it, I always flap it like that and it seems to stay and it doesn't bother me, but in a video, it's like going rogue. So a lot of people hate that, but when it's like that, it totally doesn't bother me. The next bag I want to show you is probably still my favorite luxury handbag, but I don't use it a whole lot. I have been using bags that are a bit more carefree, a bit more worry-free due to the price point it would take to replace this one. And that would be the Dior Caro bag in, I believe it's the gray heron color, but I may be mistaken. I sometimes get my colors a bit confused, but I absolutely love the Caro bag. And I do have a contact at the Dior outlet. You can get these, not this color in particular, but you can get the Caro bag at huge price reductions from retail, like 40% off if you are patient and watch what the outlet has. Right now, or most recently, the one that drew my attention is one that's like ombre and it's 2 shades of blue that fade into each other. That one, it was priced, gosh, I want to say around $2,500 and retails $4,600. So that's the kind of discount you can get if you buy the Dior bags from the outlet as opposed to buying them from the boutique. This one I did pick up pre-loved and it was in amazing condition and I paid less than that price point I just said for this beauty. The gray bag I've had in my collection the longest would be this Saint Laurent Small Lulu in the earth gray shade. This one also has kind of taupey undertones and it makes it so versatile in terms of what I would wear it with. When I hold this bag up, I really kind of feel like this one is a much darker version than this. So I'm loving the diversity of grays that I currently have. This one was my first small Lulu from Saint Laurent, and I absolutely love this particular style and went on to buy 3 more. It's one of the ones that I have 4 of in my collection, and I wouldn't want to part with even one of them. This is sort of an honorable mention. I just grabbed it. I wouldn't count it as gray, but it's called Dusty Gray. And this is the Lou camera bag. They have redesigned it, taken away the tassel, and added a back pocket. I am not a big fan of this bag because it domes up so bad on the top. And right now, the way I have it stuffed, I've got an M Boutique base shaper up at the top to keep it flat. It helps, but as soon as I take that out, it tends to want to revert back to being domed up. So if you are thinking about saving money and getting this bag instead of a small Lulu, it is something definitely to consider, but you have to be aware that this will pop up as you use it. I think it may be partially because we tend to grab our bags like this. I don't know. The other thing is actually both of mine have cracked around the glazing right here. This one I had repaired by Saint Laurent, and even they couldn't get a perfect color match on their repair, which I thought was interesting. They probably did about as good a job as I would have done, to be frank, but at least it was done by them, and I'm happy that it's not cracked anymore, and they didn't charge me, so that's a bonus. So we are on to bag number 5. This is probably the most used out of all of them that I've showed you so far. This is the Prada Re-Edition 2005. It comes with a bandolier strap, and I've actually found a few coach straps from the soft tabbies that I've had in the past that match this bag perfectly. So if and when, I guess I should say when, these guitar straps are not in style, I do have leather straps to match both this one as well as my cameo beige one. And they just so happen to come from Coach, but I'm delighted because I've got a short leather strap as well as a long leather strap for both of these bags. This is my vacation bag. I usually pick one of these for every vacation I go on, and they are just amazing. They hug the body, they hold what I need when I'm on a trip. They're great if you don't need to have a lot with you, which is generally the case when I'm traveling, but also if I'm going to sports, sometimes I don't need that much. Most of the time I need a Diet Dr. Pepper though, so I'll carry a little bit bigger bag than this one. Last but not least is my Louis Vuitton twist. This is in a very pale gray. I think it's paler than the Mini Alexa, and holding them here you can see that it is, but it does help show that the twist is gray. In fact, it almost looks white on camera. This is the most disappointing purchase I've made in the past year. It is gorgeous, but it is so extremely heavy that I almost don't want to carry it. I feel like it's a special part of my collection because it's a twist, and Louis Vuitton twists are such classics. That said, I did end up getting a chain from Next Fashion. I always link them down below. I have a discount code, which is HBHW20. I swapped out the Louis Vuitton chain that came with this bag for this chain to save a little bit of weight because the bag is so incredibly heavy. And because the links that Louis Vuitton used to hook the chain to the shoulder brake, they open and close on this particular model, I can attach whatever chain I want. So I took the chunky chain that came with the bag, which is absolutely gorgeous. I put rings on the end just so I could hook it to something else if I wanted to. But I took this chain off and added the lighter weight one and saved, I don't know exactly how many ounces. This is like half a pound, I think, or more. It is a heavy chain. But swapping it out did make it more wearable, and it is beautiful. I think the reason why this twist is so much heavier than the other ones is because it's leather lined, and the premium twist bags all seem to be leather lined. If you look inside, I've got a Zumani insert, custom fit, and it has the beautiful pink leather. And when I found this online, I was so delighted to have a leather interior versus the microfiber. It was like a match made in heaven for me. A beautiful gray bag with pink interior. I couldn't pass it up. But as time passed, I realized that it's not as good of a bag for me as I thought it was. And at that point, I was stuck with it. And I do think it's gorgeous. And I do wear it occasionally. But this is my least favorite purchase, definitely. Probably since I started my channel. I mean, for the amount of money I spent, I should love it so much more. Now we are on to the cream handbags. So I have 7, and one of them I am considering selling. and I'm going to put that one last. You'll have to let me know what you think. So first I have my beautiful Longchamp Le Pliage in the extra small size. It has the clips for the strap right here and right here. And I oftentimes will substitute the croc embossed strap for a chain strap instead, because this bag is lightweight and looks good with a chain strap. I've got an insert inside, but with this particular one, it has so much structure, you don't need an insert. It's just nice to have the pocket sometimes. I got this bag when I was collecting the Longchamp extra small bags with a passion. I have a whole Longchamp playlist and I'll put it down below. I got up to like 25 of these little cuties, and now I have 3. I've got this one. I have a black quilted duodene extra small, which is so squishy gushy, and I have my red one to wear to all of the sports events. And I'm perfectly happy with that threesome as far as the extra small Longchamp bags. Next, I have the gorgeous George BB from Fashion File. I got this, it was in immaculate condition, and I do have stickers on it from Cactus, Wren Creatives. I always have them linked, or most always have them linked down in the description box. And I think this chain was from Next Fashion as well. I think it's quite lovely. It's a lot like the one I just showed you on the twist bag. I think this is a fabulous alternative to Louis Vuitton's Pochette Métis. I like that the top handle's a little bigger so you can do it on the crook of your arm. I like the closure better because you just pull it open. There was not an insert that Zumani had for this one. I could definitely have them do a custom insert, but I ended up using one from a Pillow Madison that I had quite some time ago, and it does seem to work. I mean, it's not a perfect fit, but it did have the 2 parts, and that will hopefully help to keep the lining on the inside of this bag clean since it is so light. Listen to the closing of this. It's so satisfying. Woo! I wish all bags were that easy to open and close. Then you can just grab this tab and pull and it opens right up. So love that. So this George BB is the second of the 7 bags I wanted to show you. I think this next one is the most recent addition to my cream bag collection, and that would be the Stardust that I got from Rebag by trading in 3 different bags to get it. And I love it. I think it was worth it. There have been more stories that have come out since I did this trade about Rebag that make me not want to buy from them really ever again. I really am liking eBay and Fashion File the most, as long as when you purchase from eBay, it goes through their authenticity center. And if I recommend an eBay link to one of you guys, I always try to check and make sure that it does go through their authentication center. They are great if there's an issue, I will tell you that. But most of the time you're not going to have that because they do such a good job looking at the bags before they make it to you. So that last one was the Stardust Speedy 20. This is the Favorite MM. This is a style by Louis Vuitton that's been discontinued. And while it does have a pattern to it, it is something I would wear if I was wearing cream. The checkers actually are blue, but to me they look gray when you just look at it. I was able to score this one from a Louis Vuitton Facebook group, and then I got it authenticated and it came back authentic with flying colors. It is the best one I think I've ever seen in terms of the flap not having any imperfections. I'm telling you, it is hard to find a favorite that looks good on the flap. And I haven't used it that much, but even sitting on the shelves, a lot of people have their favorites develop a line across them, and this one seems to be doing a-okay. I love this with the cream colored guitar strap that I picked up that actually came from a Pochette Accessoire, like a special edition Pochette Accessoire. This one is really fun to pair with that guitar strap or my light pink one. And so I have lots of options to wear this with besides just the Vachetta strap it came with. The next cream bag I have to show you has cooler tones. It is my Saint Laurent Lulu Puffer in the Crema Soft color, I believe, with the antique silvery hardware. This is a gorgeous bag. I don't wear it that much. I think it's because since it's white, I think of it more in terms of summer, and with it being a puffy bag, I feel like it's more of a winter bag, but I still love it, and I got it for an amazing deal. These retail for like over $3,000, and I paid less than half for that through a website called forward.com. I can link them down below. I thought that was an amazing price for this bag. We have 2 to go. Next, I have my Busey bag by Louis Vuitton. This comes with a leather strap that matches this kind of pebbly leather on the sides, which feels really good. And I usually wear this one on the shoulder. The strap it comes with is what I call a snappy strap, and sometimes the snaps bother me up here, but it's so nice to be able to convert it like while you're out and about. If you're at the grocery store, I'll convert it real quick and flip it around behind me as I'm grabbing things. It holds everything you need. I do have an insert in there from Zumani. My code with Zumani is HBHW20. They make inserts for so many of my bags, and I find them just wonderful and appreciate them very much. The last one is the one I'm considering selling, and I just don't know if I should or not, and I'll explain why. So it is my Coach Soft Tabby. I feel like this bag is better than a Fendi Mama Baguette because it has just a little bit of structure to it. I do have an insert inside that I picked up from Green Tag Inserts. They have ones that are custom made for this style. I love this bag because it has a designer look to it, and I have this chain for it, and this is the original Dinky 19 chain. It has smaller C's than the new one that's on the website, which I can link that down below. But this chain is a little longer than the one you can buy now. And because of that, it hangs down below the C here and doesn't bang into it. So I love that. I hunted for an ivory 1941 tag, and I love that about this bag. I also have this really cute little pendant from a Dreamer in snakeskin. So this bag is like dressed to the nines. And it doesn't stop there. I have this Basquiat strap talking about Citizen and Dreamer or something like that. This is a special edition strap that Coach did, and it's really cool. It's like embroidered, and they're hard to find, and people ask insane amounts for them. I of course have the other strap it came with, which is gorgeous. It is grommeted, and I love that. I also love the leather wrapped around the edges. And then on top of all that, I have this strap, which is one that Coach used to sell. I don't know if they still sell it, for $75, which was a deal. It has a longer bit of leather on the ends, and I just think it is beautiful with this bag. So I have all of that going on for this bag. And so for that reason, I feel like I shouldn't sell it. But on the flip side, I just showed you 6 cream bags that I would probably pick up before I picked up this one, even with all the beautiful accoutrements that this one has to go with it. So you'll have to let me know what you think. Do you think I would regret selling this one? Or do you think I wouldn't even think about it if I let it go? I don't think I'm going to be in a rush to sell it. I just feel like I'm going to reach for one of those other bags before this one. And for that reason, it probably should go. But it's so pretty. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It was a long one, lots of eye candy. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments section. Let me know which is your favorite of the gray and cream bags that I showed you today. If you like this video, please give me a big thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, what are you waiting for? Do it and ring the notification bell so that you are notified of future exciting content such as this. Also, go find me on Instagram. The name there is the same. It's the @symbol, then the Handbag Housewife, all lowercase. You can DM me there, or you can email me at thehandbaghousewife@gmail.com. If I don't hear from you, I will see you again real soon. Take care and have a fabulous day. Bye.